What is good? This is ARAH of NYTYPICAL or Aura of Night, your fashion consigliere. Today, we're just going to speak about why we're into fashion. Yep, and I said it the right way because really, in in the grand scheme of things, it's like everybody that I know, like at least the males that I know, have to explain to their friends why they're into fashion. They're like either accused of being gay, or like accused of wanting to be prestige, or like accused of like just a bunch of random assortment of things. And like I'm just I just it gets me a bit twisted sometimes, cause like man are just like interested in something. It's just as like easy as being interested in sports, but also being interested in art. Like just like I can be into trainers, I can be into clothes. And obviously there are those people that are into brands like Louis Vuitton, like Hermes, like Goyard, like Low, like, and really those brands aren't exactly what I'm speaking about. Actually, if you know Low, you're actually in the know, really, in a weird way. But like Fear of God or Yeezy, like they're into brands. But like the guys are into fashion, that are into, let's say, avant-garde fashion, like Andamila Mista, A Cold War, maybe Yoji Yamamoto, Rick Owens, Chanel if you want to, Balenciaga, Vetements if you want to, Guaype if you want to, like really just people. Well, not Guaype, but because that wouldn't make sense for what I'm about to say. Like just interested in things that people make that they can wear. And like obviously I'm not just talking for men or men in general. I'm just talking about who I know and like just the reasons why we are into fashion and why we care. First of all, fashion is art. And for you to not call it art is to say the designer making it isn't an artist. And that's just offensive, personally. Like, as someone that knows the process that goes behind it and like the detailing, of course, if you shop at H&M or Zara or ASOS, you won't exactly see and understand the craft behind it, because they can probably copy a runway look as fast as you can blink an eye. Like, shout out to Fashion Nova and all of that. But on the detail side, and even at those fast fashion brands, there are people there that are looking at the clothes and then able to make another style slash look depending on who is there and who actually wants to make it. And the people that make it are artists. But that's really just the bottom line. That's like the first thing that I want to say. Next thing is, we like when we talk about consumerism and like being into brands, like I said before, it's like that gets confused because like or fashion is the most accessible art form, as in you can buy a pair of trainers for £100 or even £500 if you're really feeling it, and you can buy a hoodie for £80, £200, £500 if you want to. But it's like you can't buy a painting on the wall. It's like, but obviously fashion is like someone being into wine. Like you wouldn't, like that's such a niche thing to a lot of people, but obviously you have to wear clothes. So why not wear something that expresses your personality? And that's the thing. It's like being able to walk into a room and you saying everything without needing to say anything, or even the fact that you can speak without being loud, and you don't need to be a look at me person to be into fashion. You can just generally be low key and love fashion. And in this menswear revolution, evolution, renaissance that I keep talking about, there's so many different styles in play right now before everything acquiesces and just becomes menswear, that everything is out to play with. Like you can mix tech wear in with work wear, or you can mix normcore with the gothic vibes and all of these type things. Like, you can do that, and then you can create an aesthetic, and that aesthetic becomes your personal style, and then now you're known for either dressing a certain way, or you project a mood out for yourself because you feel it in yourself. Do you get me? Like, when you actually feel your personality within the clothes. Because I want to explain it to you like this. Imagine an artist, because we are calling the designers artists now, as I explained earlier. Imagine an artist making something specially for you, and they have these codes, just like you will see in the show notes, of them saying certain things and talking in a certain way and acting in a certain way, and you read that and then you say, this is me, or this is how I like to see the world, and this designer sees the world, or this artist I should say, sees the world like you see the world, and then you want to buy that painting on the wall, or that garment on the shelf, or that garment on the runway. Now you are just part of, you can buy into that journey of the garment, and then now your personality can infuse with what the artist has made over time. Now you have an art piece as a centerpiece of your style that can grow with you and change with you, and now the personality of the garment changes into something different. It actually evolves into something that, because you've lived with it for a long time, it's now yours and the designer who made it. And that fusion isn't known in any other area apart from fashion. Like, you can't name me another area. Like, once you complete a game, you've just completed a game. Or even once you watch a video or a movie, you've finished watching the movie. Like, once you finish this video, you just finished watching the video. But when you have a garment, you live with the garment for so long, or you live with the person who made it for so long, and because they speak to you and you're able to buy into their journey so they can create more, that is one step. But then the return of being able to live with it, and then now you have something that the designer has made, and now it's become yours, and you can be able to express yourself with it, and then now you have a duality where it's both been lived in and serves a purpose. And well, this is a triality actually. And it's something that an artist has made. And yeah, that's like one of the main specific reasons, especially for me personally, why design and fashion is so important. Because when I stopped animation, it was like I had to think about something to do, because I was into movies and cinema for so long, and I had to deal with the understanding that I would be only doing 2 minutes of a movie or 3 minutes of an animation, and so on and so forth. And my name would just be one little credit on the wall. And then I decided to myself, okay, if I'm not going to do animation, what am I going to do? And it had to be something that had meaning. And during that meaning, obviously, I come across writing, which I've been doing for the past 3-4 years now. And then as a designer, or as someone that likes to make things, I went through the whole gamut of creation, and I've just ended up at fashion, like product, mainly just product design. I love creating product and I love producing. Those are two things, especially when it comes to the mind and being able to bring something out to fruition. And just like this video, I like to make something physical though. And yeah, and with that having the sensibilities of myself, just like I have a piece of writing that can be mine, the garment that I made is mine also, and I get to have other people like my writing, but also like the things that I make as well. And that just pleases me to no end, like to know that I can make someone else happy by the thing that I made, because it came with my spirit as a part of it. But yeah, that is it for the video. This is Aura of Night from nytypical.net, your fashion consigliere, or Christopher's bodyguard, McQueen's Muse, and the Debonair Dandy himself. Peace.